Hercules, do not weaken now.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for depictions of Greek myths and popular mainstream media that differ significantly from the source material.
They say your mother is an immortal goddess. They say you can't be killed.
Number 10, the Sirens' appearance. When most people hear of the Sirens, they imagine young women using their beauty and siren song to lure unfortunate sailors to their watery demise.
I heard it said a kiss from a mermaid protects a sailor from drowning.
Don't be a fool. Mermaids are all female, son, and lovely as a dream of heaven.
You know, kind of like Deadly Mermaids. This concept is reinforced by depictions in films such as Pirates of the Caribbean.
They like to hear singing.
My name is Maria.
While talk of their beautiful singing may be faithful to the source material, depictions of their appearance most certainly are not. In their original appearance in Greek mythology, the Sirens are endowed with bird-like features rather than aquatic fins, and some sources indicate it is their song, not their physical appearance, which is beautiful and alluring.
I'm in love! Take the wounded! See if you can find one mermaid still alive!
Number 9, the Muses' role.
Will you listen to him? He's making this story sound like some Greek tragedy.
Lighten up, dude.
We'll take it from here, darling.
You go, girl.
If your only knowledge of the Muses is from Disney's Hercules, you probably think that they are primarily storytellers and singers. That's because they narrate the film as a gospel quintet, although in fact there are 9 muses, not 5.
We are the Muses, goddesses of the arts and proclaimers of heroes.
Heroes like Hercules.
Honey, you mean Hercules.
While their connection to the arts checks out with the source material, the Muses are also strongly connected to history and the sciences, and they are definitely not bit players or simply narrators.
And that's the gospel truth.
They're powerful and important gods. The musical Xanadu is somewhat more accurate in this regard. The muse Terpsichore is shown exerting great influence after coming alive again. Despite their important role in mythology, many films utilizing Greek myth ignore them entirely.
This is the first time I've cared about what I painted in a long time.
That's a shame. It must be frustrating to waste your talents on things that don't really matter to you.
Yeah.
Number 8, Zeus wasn't heroic. Zeus frequently comes across as a hero in Hollywood projects.
Blasphemy! How dare the tyrant pray to me to forgive his savage jealousy and cowardly revenge?
He's often an all-powerful ruler of the gods, as seen in both Clash of the Titans movies. Casting Laurence Olivier in the original and Liam Neeson in the remake reinforces this upright leading man depiction.
Like children, they need to be reminded of the order of things. Set an example, brother. Turn them on each other.
Meanwhile, in Disney's Hercules, Zeus is a warm and wise father figure. You need to look to the MCU and Russell Crowe's somewhat vain and cowardly portrayal in Thor: Love and Thunder to get closer to the Zeus found in Greek mythology.
Who do you think we are? The God police? Every god watches over their own peoples. Nothing more, nothing less.
The mythological god is all about his own ego and quite depraved in how he makes people suffer for it. He's also a serial womanizer and adulterer. All in all, not a great role model.
Wait, who are you?
Find and fulfill your destiny.
Number 7, the Chimera's appearance. Imagine a creature with the body of a lion, the head of a goat in its middle, and the tail of a serpent. That's what Homer did when he wrote about the Chimera in the Iliad.
Things are happening in the world, Perseus. You know that. You have instincts. The son of a god.
Son like the father.
In some versions, the Chimera is more like a 3-headed beast with the goat head breathing fire. This multifaceted creature is not always presented cinematically in such an interesting configuration.
Ilias! Stay there!
For example, in Wrath of the Titans, we get a beast with the body of a lion and 2 lion heads. One of the heads still breathes fire and it has wings, but aside from that, it's essentially a large 2-headed lion. Number 6, Persephone's abduction.
Well, it's like he said, I'm an outdoor girl.
And you're a lady girl.
Mad to the king of the underworld.
The Broadway musical Hadestown isn't a movie yet, but it is likely to make its way to the big screen someday. When it does, it'll continue the trend of romanticizing and softening the depiction of Persephone's abduction by Hades.
Hop, hop, η ζωή είναι μουσική. Ποτέ δεν θέλει να σταματήσει να ηχεί. Διαλαρώ.
There's even one version where it unfolds in front of modern Japanese tourists. Often when Hades and Persephone are characters in a project, they seem to be a regular couple with no hint of their true backstory.
You will never have to leave us again.
When two souls are meant to be together.
In the source material, though, Hades' kidnapping of Persephone is a violent, non-consensual act. While the abduction isn't shown in the best light, their relationship is still reciprocal in TV's Blood of Zeus.
And he's part giant, is he not? We can use his help. Does he have passage to the underworld?
A truly faithful rendition of their story would be hard for modern audiences to take in its original form. Number 5, the Minotaur's role. The Minotaur has the head and tail of a bull with a human body, and so technically can be considered a monster.
Send the beast to Kolpos. We will go to Tartarus. Mondragon.
Sire.
You stay here.
And yes, even in its original Greek origins, it's presented as a beast that ate humans to survive. But modern media representations of the creature tend to stop there without giving the backstory.
I don't believe the way you killed him.
Yes, but it has to be done sometimes.
No, I mean, it was such a good shot.
He was born from the union of a bull and a human woman as punishment for her husband's insult to the god Poseidon. As such, he's more of a pitiable creature, a victim of circumstance who is condemned to live trapped in the labyrinth.
You saved my life, remember? The enemy of the people is dead!
By accentuating its bull-like features, some filmmakers have cast the Minotaur as a black and white antagonist, and a creature undeserving of sympathy and understanding. Number 4, Hercules' labors.
Phil, what do you call that thing?
2 words! Scream!
The 12 labors of Hercules are integral to the ancient hero's story. They have been depicted in countless works of art over the centuries, so it only makes sense that Disney would have to include them in their animated Hercules movie.
Like I'm supposed to be someplace else.
Hercules' son.
I know it doesn't make any sense.
While the House of Mouse doesn't go into detail on all of them, we do get Hercules defeating Hydra and other beasts Hades sends to him, all part of a quest for him to regain his true status as a hero.
All right, you bad, okay.
See, Phil, that wasn't so hard.
Keep.
What Disney doesn't show is the cause of the tasks given in the source material. In Greek mythology, Hera drove Hercules mad to the point where he killed his wife and children.
Once he reached manhood, the gods commanded him to perform 12 labors, 12 dangerous missions.
The 12 labors are his penance for and redemption from this. Number 3, Medusa's appearance.
Doesn't really inspire confidence.
Quiet. Listen, Eusebius, keep your eyes down.
Medusa started out as a beautiful maiden, but Athena turned her into a gorgon, a hideous-looking creature with snakes for hair that turned anyone who looked at her into stone. That's directly out of Greek mythology, and Hollywood usually gets most of it right.
Where are you?
However, they frequently, and some might say conveniently, forget the hideous part. In Clash of the Titans, for example, we get a full-on serpent Medusa with snakes for hair, but the face and upper body of a conventionally quite attractive woman.
Let them know men did this.
This combination of beauty and danger is common now, but not true to the original myth. Number 2, the Trojan War. If you asked someone whose knowledge of Greek mythology was largely gleaned through pop culture to explain the Trojan War, they probably could, at least superficially.
She left with the Trojans. The fishermen here saw her board their ship.
The Trojans.
Most likely, they'd say it was a conflict between two cities that started with a kidnapping and ended with the gift of a giant wooden horse that had enemy troops in its belly. You get that framework, plus more detail in big-budget films like Troy.
Hector commands the finest army in the East. I'll attack them with the greatest force the world has ever seen. I want all the kings of Greece and their armies.
But you also get the basics depicted in countless parodies, such as one by The Simpsons. In the original Odyssey, though, this is a many-sided conflict involving various gods and heroes.
We need you back. Greece needs you. Greece got along fine before I was born. And Greece will be Greece long after I'm dead.
There are layers, and it's not just about Sparta versus Troy. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Hades wasn't a villain.
Endless years I've watched from the underworld and saw your wrath tempered.
If you're known as the god of death and the underworld, you could see why some may equate you with the Christian devil. Quite a few Hollywood directors and writers have done just that and cast Hades simply as Greek mythology Satan.
You have insulted powers beyond your comprehension.
Who are you?
I am Hades.
In films like Disney's Hercules and Clash of the Titans and series like Xena Warrior Princess, he's depicted as a classic villain. Frequently, the underworld is also analogous to hell, shown simply as a fiery realm.
Mother Hades! We've come to your domain. As agreed, show yourself to us.
In the source material, though, it has several regions and it's a rather complex place. Hades is its administrator. He's a god doing a job and a necessary one at that.
Are you becoming weak?
You're in the underworld, Ares, where it's wise to obey me.
You forget our father once tried to kill us.
It hardly makes him evil. Do you agree with our list? Can you think of other parts of Greek mythology Hollywood just doesn't get right? Let us know in the comments.